what you have in your just enough season, and you got to learn how to rejoice instead of complaining about it. Because complaining about it, trust me, is not going to change your situation. Just going to give you extra gray hair or a falling out one. It's not going to change it. Trust me, I know. Anybody ever argued and at the end of the argument you were still where you were? Anybody ever took a ride and said, you know what, we're just going to work this out and we're going to drive, and when we got through driving, we got back to our original destination, we were still fussing about the same thing, it did us no good? It's like driving a parked car, ain't going nowhere, because we don't know how to rejoice in our troubles. So we got to learn how to rejoice in our troubles. Listen at this, because we got an understanding, not that God wants to trouble us, but he wants us to get an understanding. Bible says this. He says, listen at this. We glory in tribulation. That's our troubles, our tests. Knowing that tribulation worketh what? Patience. That hardship, that affliction, that tribulation worketh endurance. It teaches us how to endure. It teaches us how to get up in the morning and say, Lord, I'm going on with you anyhow. I don't feel the best, but I'm going on with you anyhow. I don't like the situation that I'm in, but I'm going on with you anyway. Never deviating from my confession. I woke up this morning, it's been a while since I did it, stood straight up in the bed, and the Lord said, tell me what it is that you want. And I said, I want the people of Real Life Ministries to be blessed. I want them to operate in overflow and abundance. I want the church to grow numerically, but more important, I want them to grow spiritually. I want us to be the lender and not the borrower. I want us to be the head and not the tail. I want us to be above and not beneath. Lord, I want to be able to live of the gospel and preach of the gospel. I want to be able to go out throughout the world, that nation and lives will be changed, that your healing power will be manifest, that demons will begin to tremble, and sickness and disease will begin to come out of people, and the healing power of God will show itself strong in the church. I want to see signs. I want to see miracles. I want to see great things. And I began to pray that prayer, and God said, how are you going to see it? I said, I got to go through my troubles in order to see it, so that I'll be able to tell them that when I was in trouble, God healed me. When I was in a situation, God delivered me. When I had hardship, God brought me out. He says if you'll do that, you'll produce an anointing that'll get people healed and delivered. But you ain't got enough people that rejoicing in their troubles, so they're not producing an anointing to get nobody delivered. Woo! I mean, just stood straight up in the bed and got happy. And I already had church. I almost forgot we had to be here at 10. See, we ain't got enough people to want to produce. We don't want to go through. I don't want to go through nothing. I just want to pray and get out of it and learn nothing. Girl, what you do? I prayed, got out of it. God delivered me. What I do? I've been praying for 6 years, and I ain't got out of it. What I'm doing wrong? Maybe you ain't praying right. No, it's got to be more than that. You're going to tell me I'm sick and that I can be healed, and you're going to tell me you were sick and all you did was just pray. And you have to learn nothing? Yeah, you ain't line up with the word. I was sharing with some people the other day. I said, in women's ministry yesterday, I was sharing with them yesterday. I said, you know, everybody wants to be married, but don't nobody want to be able to produce an anointing to teach us how to be single. Because while we're waiting on being married, we don't even know how to be single right. So now somebody here who's trying to get their life right with God and be single and wait till the right man come and the right situation come, and they saying, I just want a relationship with God, you can't tell them nothing because you're too busy praying for a husband. That's all right. Y'all ain't got to say nothing, but it's right. You understand? You got people over here, they ain't thinking about no husband. They thinking, Lord, how can I get out of debt? How can I raise these kids? How can I put food on my table? And you sit up here talking, honey, pray, just believe God. I don't want no husband, honey. That's what messed me up the last 6 times. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I'm jacked up now. I need to find Jesus. Is there anybody in here that can lead me to Jesus?